Well, we just got this new trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine, and this has driven the rumor mill into overdrive. We are getting some very, very interesting reports about some of the cameos that didn't make it into the trailer, and some very familiar faces both in and out of the MCU making an appearance in the film. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about 3 big names that have been kicked around for this movie, why one of them in particular would make fans bananas, and why I kinda worry this hype train could possibly hurt the movie. Let's dive in. Now before we do that though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, and we want to be your place for all the superhero news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently, so you are in the know. Well, I have to ask you guys, what did you think of that Deadpool and Wolverine trailer? It really injected some new excitement into the MCU and has fans talking. Now at this point, it's not exactly giving anything away in noting that this film appears to have a lot of cameos. We saw a whole plethora of X-Men villains in one of those shots, and even, if you pay attention closely, a Punisher villain, that would be the Russian, standing in that group in front of the helmet. Now, very early in the production, we started hearing lots of whispers about these cameos, and even certain MCU actors that could potentially return to take up a hero role they played before the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And now we have a bit of an update on that. Now, to be fair, this isn't from Marvel Studios, and it could give away some spoilers for the movies. We want to make sure you're fairly warned, and like any rumor, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Now, this first part of the rumor train comes from My Time to Shine Hello, and he's an anonymous scooper, so a little bit of extra salt for him. Now, what he is reporting is that Captain America actor Chris Evans will indeed be part of this film, but not as Captain America. We heard previous rumors he could return as the Human Torch, the character he played in the original Fox Fantastic Four films, and it appears at this point he will make some kind of appearance in the movie. Now, this will be in the form of a cameo, and it's unclear if any of the other cast members, like Michael Chiklis' Thing, could make an appearance. I suppose it's possible, but Evans being part of this film would be pretty interesting and definitely surprise fans. Now, there also is an additional report from Daniel Rickman, and he's pointing to 2 other cameos for the film that I think will get fans pretty excited and definitely fit in this mutant multiverse adventure. Now, what he is saying is Daphne Keane will indeed return as X-23. She played X-23, aka Laura, in Logan, and although she was much younger, fans absolutely loved the portrayal of the character, and all of her scenes are pretty memorable from that movie. Logan did this character right, and although the actress is pretty much all grown up now, she's still pretty great for the role, and I would totally love to see her return to the claws once again. Now, the other character that's rumored to appear is Gambit, but interestingly enough, this will be Channing Tatum. Now, Channing Tatum was set up to play Gambit for a long time in the Foxverse, and the movie basically got scrapped when Disney bought Fox. Now, the actor has gone on record about how disappointed he was he didn't get the role, so seeing him make an appearance here in Deadpool and Wolverine, well, that could be pretty interesting. Now, that same report also indicates that these are a bit more than cameos and could be substantial roles. I don't know if this means if X-23 and Gambit will join Wolverine and Deadpool on their multiverse adventure, or even possibly land in the MCU, but both characters drive a lot of fan excitement, and honestly, I wouldn't mind either one of them coming to life within the Marvel Universe, and I think most fans would be in agreement. Now, my main worry with all of these cameos is potential disappointment. If you remember in Multiverse of Madness, we heard many of these same reports. Heck, we even heard Deadpool was part of that film, and that turned out to be false. Once the movie was released, it seemed like many people were, well, disappointed that many of these cameos coming from scoopers didn't manifest, and I think this film needs to be very careful. I actually think that undercut Multiverse of Madness quite a bit and ultimately led to some disappointment from fans and kept the movie from breaking that $1 billion mark. Hopefully most of these rumors turn out to be true, so there's not fan disappointment, but when there's too much hype, especially hype generated by scoopers that don't really have any evidence, well, that to me actually hurts the movie industry, the movies we love, and potential future projects. So if this all does turn out to be a bunch of bunk, I think somebody probably needs to look to some of these sources and maybe start deciding how we deal with them. I am curious on what you guys think there. In any case, Deadpool and Wolverine looks like a ton of fun. We only have a couple of months to wait for the film to drop. I'm going to be there on the first night. I know you are too. But until then, what do you guys think of all these potential cameos? Sound off in the comments below.